Hey guys, and welcome to the Forex market analysis session. If you guys are new, my name is Alexander Nikitin. I'm a professional trader and a developer of MPS software. Okay, let us start doing our analysis. My analysis is done absolutely objective. It is done by my software, the MPS version 5. Here's the graphic interface of this. I can switch between the algorithms, I can switch between the approaches. Okay, if you are interested, you can find it on my website www.ps-software.net. Once you appear on my website, watch these two videos. The first video is telling you the difference between the advanced approach and harmonic approach. They are different in pattern identification, they are different in pattern execution, and they are different in pattern in trade management as well. Totally different approaches, although they look like those triangles connected or whatever, butterfly looking patterns. You shouldn't mix them up. And the second video is demonstrating you the software, the MPS. It is a general demonstration video, but specifically it explains the MPS version 4, an older one. MPS version 5 was just released. It is the newest software, and it didn't yet replace the MPS version 4 on my website. Of course, it will be much more expensive, and I did this warning for you that MPS version 5 will replace MPS version 4. It will be 30% more expensive than MPS version 4, and you have 5 days left till the replacement. And right now, here's my offer for you. I am giving you a pre-market sell-off. You can get MPS version 5 for the price of MPS version 4. It means that whenever you order MPS version 4, you get MPS version 5 much better, much faster, with a graphic interface, which MPS version 4 lack all these features. Okay, and guys, if you are not interested in this software, you can always register on my website and get access to my trading courses. They are absolutely free, the trading courses. Okay, it requires the login. I was logged out. Now here it is. So the trading course consists of 4 parts. First is the structure of the pattern. It is very important to have the structure of the pattern. Many times I see pattern traders in quotes that are looking at patterns this way. So they think this to be one wave, one swing, while obviously it is not. Yes, or they are looking at a pattern this way, something of this kind. This is also not good. So the structure should be this. Well, of course it depends on your swing identification algorithm. If your swing identification algorithm considers some minor movements as noise and it filters them, then it will be straight. If your swing identification algorithm is sensitive enough, if your rules are sensitive, then you may have some minor movements detected here, and the pattern will not be valid for you as for its structure. Okay, once you get an overall structure, then you can measure all these XA, AB, BC, and C to D legs to get the pattern ratios. So criteria number 1 tells you what should be the AB leg, criteria number 2 tells you what should be the B to C leg, and criteria number 3 tells you what should be the C to D leg and how to build a potential reversal zone. So all these ratios should be learned by heart, and you actually should practice it in your back test until your eyes spotting the patterns without even measuring them. So first of all, task number 1 is to remember all these ratios. Task number 2 is to practice until you spot them with your eyes. Okay, after that, go to execution rules, so you can execute. Pay attention to this warning sign. It is very important. Don't trade harmonic patterns with limit orders. They are not advanced formations, so you should pay attention to this within the potential reversal. I should add one more. It is said that gaps and large expansion bars are warning signs, and I should add one more, the so-called tail close. It means that the the close of the candle coincides with its extreme. For example, in a bull candle, the close of the candle coincides with its high. Okay, it is also a warning sign if you are looking for a sell, but the tail close candles, they are actually continuation candles. So okay, conventional targets, some conventional rules for stop loss placement, well, and management is, I don't know, management is maybe one of the most important parts of the trading. Once you build an IPO in your after the pattern is complete, you build an IPO. It is an initial profit objective, and you take your targets. How you understand that it is enough to take your targets, and how you understand that you should close your position, and so on. So some basic rules of trade management are there. So, basically, they help you not to let your winner turn into a loss. In many situations, we have that initial thrust up to our first target, but the take profit was not hit, and then price reverses and goes to stop loss, and you start tearing your hair apart, cursing everything, cursing all the whales or whatever who is moving the market, but not yourself. But if you would learn this, if you would know this price action tips on how to manage your trade, of course you would exit at least with some small profit or at break even. Okay, I think I talk a lot about these trading courses. Very many details, many tips in these trading courses, absolutely for free. Nothing is required, only need to register and log in to get access to this information. Okay, now back to our analysis. By the way, I have created a special script. If you go to my page, Alexander Nikidin, on TradingView, if you are a TradingView user, it will be much easier for you. Go to this scripts tab, and here are the scripts that I created for TradingView. Well, I just started learning Pinediti yesterday, so I just read a few lines of what is the Pinediti, and immediately I created this trend bar indicator. It will show you what is a trend bar and what is a doji bar or a range bar. So whenever you have a trend bar, you have arrows. Upside trend bar is green, downside is red. So you can install it. I made it free and open, and it is visible for you as well. You can find it. Well, I think that's it. I use trend bars in my identification, in my execution and management a lot. Now let's do the analysis. I created profiles for each time frame, so I will simply switch between the profiles. Based on advanced formation approach, euro dollar 1 hour we have nothing, 4 hour we have nothing. I simply scan the market. It is absolutely easy, and nothing more but clicking some buttons. Okay, pound dollar, nothing. Very simple, very fast. Harmonic advanced, nothing. Aussie dollar, okay, nothing. Let's go pound yen. Harmonic patterns, we have very far away a harmonic bat pattern, very far away. Maybe it will go there, but before that we need to break this to the downside. If we break it, we will have a BAM theory. By the way, pay attention to this. Let me zoom it in, and let me make it this way. A potential BAM. A BAM is a bad action magnet mode. It is typically a strategy in anticipation of a bad pattern to complete. So look at this. What do you think of it? well, it doesn't look very good. Okay, I think it looks like a head and shoulders. In case we break this trend line, most likely we will head to the pattern's completion. Here's the potential reversal zone, somewhere here. Look at the price action, and you will need a trend bar in your direction. That's why the indicator is very helpful. Potential head and shoulders break to the downside, then first attempt to hit this. Maybe the distance, if the distance of the head coincides with the distance of this B point, maybe it will be a target taking place, profit taking place, and potentially it can go even lower to complete the pattern. Okay, but right now it is only a head and shoulders setup, nothing harmonic about this setup. The only harmonic thing is the profit taken, because the height of the head equals to your profit distance. This is a harmonic measurement. One-to-one measurement is called harmonic. Okay, nothing here. New Zealand dollar. Okay, nothing here. Pound Aussie. A potential shark, also very far from completion. I treat the shark as 886 completion. We also have an alternative shark at 113 completion, but for me I simply look at where the reversal takes place between the 886 and 113. So if it is an alternative shark or it is a regular shark, it doesn't actually matter. The Euro GBP, okay, yesterday's godly Euro GBP. 1 hour godly. Well, let's see if it is an obvious pattern. To check the pattern being an obvious, I just will look at this pattern from other guys' perspective. I will look at it from the perspective of traders who use other algorithms of swing identification. Okay, you can see with a different swing identification we have a slightly different pattern, but it doesn't change a lot. So we have a pattern, 3 of them, 4, 5. Okay, 5 of 5 algorithms. Gartley. If you are a harmonic pattern trader, you are welcome. It is a Gartley advanced formation with a potential reversal zone of 0.88 and 88.16 to 88. 16 pips potential reversal zone from here to here. With harmonic patterns, actually the stop loss is placed very close to X point, maybe just few pips below that. 101 will be enough. This would be your stop loss for harmonic approach. For advanced approach, stop loss is typically 1 ATR below this or 113 below this. It depends on your preference. Okay, I tested 113 being a good zone for trading it. Okay, just pay attention to this. It is both harmonic and advanced. It is coinciding. Rare situation when it coincides, but sometimes it happens. Euro was in 1 hour. Oh, we traded this last week. Not last week. We traded it. Yeah, it was last week, and it was good. Harmonic and advanced, nothing. Aussie yen here and here, pretty much the same situation. A bad pattern and bad advanced formation very far from completion. The B point is very deep. That's why the harmonic approach treats this pattern as a godly, because it is closer to 618 rather than 250. And the butterfly, so which way price will go? Okay, it is also far from completion, so simply keep this in mind, but no B point is broken yet in neither direction, so neither here nor there. It's not even close to B point. Let us go next. Euro Canadian, Pound Canadian, okay, New Zealand yen, nothing. Euro New Zealand, nothing. Canadian yen, potential butterfly, also didn't yet break the B points, so can't say if it will ever complete. Aussie Canadian, BAT also didn't break the B point, didn't touch the B point, didn't come close to the B point. And butterfly here, advanced formation. Okay, in harmonic approach we have a butterfly here, and price is approaching the B point, so you can watch this 0.920 level. If it gives you a break of this level, then we can move down to here and even complete the pattern. Okay, Aussie New Zealand, AUD, NZD, what is it? A 1 hour butterfly pattern. And now let me do some final cutting. Let me check it if it is supported by other algorithms. 2 out of 5, not very obvious, not a very obvious pattern. Not all algorithms see that. For me, for a pattern to be an obvious, we need 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. Not the best one, but let me mark it this way. Okay, now let's switch to 4 hour. Just go 240, wait until it loads, and the rest will be the same. Here are they. Euro dollar, potential butterfly very far from completion, and a deep crab from harmonic perspective. Nothing yet. Dollar yen, nothing. Same with. Okay, potential shark. 33. We now have 32. 100 pip move to the upside needed at least to think about the sharp completion. Then let's go Euro yen, Aussie dollar. Okay, now we have it. AUD USD, 4 hour shark pattern, and now let us see if it is an obvious one. Support it, support it, support it, support it. Wonderful. Shark pattern with a completion at 74.280. 74.280. Pretty good pattern. Okay. By the way, the targets of these shark patterns are typically 50% retracements. They are not straight to, they are 50% retracements, because once the 50% is hit, the 5-0 pattern comes into play. So we have a shark pattern, and then we have a retracement to 0.5, and it is typically a 5-0 pattern. There are also some requirements for that 5-0. We need this to coincide. Alternatives AB equals CD pattern or whatever. But it is said that 5-0 is a broken shark. The shark that hits 50% is a 5-0. Pretty much a simplified explanation of a 5-0 pattern. Pound yen. Pound yen. Oh, didn't click this. Another shark pattern. Yes, pound yen. Let us see if it is an obvious one. Looks like obvious. Pound yen. GBP JPY. 4-hour shark. Okay, most likely to complete. So let us draw a zone that it needs to break. So I just unite this low and this high. This way I have a resistance zone that should be breaking for a pattern to complete. And look at this consolidation. Typically it takes place before the break, this kind of consolidation. And we can measure that as an ABCD thrust to completion. We can consolidate and boom, 1-to-1 target. Continue. Dollar Canadian. Okay, New Zealand dollar. Nothing that is setting up for today. Harmonic patterns, advanced patterns. Perfect. Euro GBP. Butterfly pattern already completed on 4-hour. It is the same from yesterday. GBP 4-hour. So we are looking at this butterfly to continue the movement to the downside. So just measure it. It should go and hit trade 2 at least. Well, the zone between the trade 2 and 618 is called an IPO zone, initial profit objective. The so-called reversal 1 should hit this zone at least. And somewhere here we should take our targets. And very typical situation when after the reversal 1 we have a retest of the entry, retest of the pattern, retest of the terminal price bar, and somewhere between that high of the terminal price bar and the high of the potential reversal zone we have a type 2 entry. Typically it looks like a minor pattern, sorry. Okay. Typically it looks like a minor pattern. No. Just imagine we hit our targets like this, and then we have a kind of minor pattern here. And after type 2 reversals, we have much greater movements. So you should keep in mind that the patterns are completed 2 times. Something of this kind. We can see it here. Let me draw it to you. This is the initial IPO for this godly pattern. Let me isolate that. Yes, I think this would be a good idea for explanation. I will simply switch them off and only leave these godly. So I will zoom it in. Come on, auto scroll. Okay, here's the godly pattern, and I will switch that off. So if I move it whatever direction, it doesn't move. Then let me show it to you. Here's the no, before I show it to you, let me stretch the fibs, and let's mark an IPO, initial profit objective. Okay, so we have it this way, yes, and look at what happened. Here's the potential reversal zone, the last line of the zone, yes, and here's the terminal price bar, the last low of this bar, you see. Okay, initial thrust to the upside, it hits the IPO, the zone between the trade 2 and 618, yes, and after that we have a retracement back in the zone between the low of the terminal price bar, the one that completes the pattern crossing the last line of the potential reversal, and the reversal zone itself. So somewhere here we had a very nice execution area, yes, and look at the targets. The targets are much more than the initial movement. So this was completion 1, completion 2, and also we had some minor pattern. I see this minor shark pattern showing you the type 2 execution. Okay, switch that on, and you can see the much greater targets, Keep this in mind in with pattern traders, with pattern trading. It is very, very needed for, well, you should know a lot. Bear butterfly pattern. Because of this, we are almost sure that the Euro GBP 1 hour gap day, which is bullish, will complete. I remind you guys that the bullish gap day looks this way. I've been trading this Euro GBP gap, it looks this way, somewhere around this way. I've been trading it all day long, and it was trolling me, giving false signals, and as soon as I exit and close my position, it moves in my initial direction. So was not a lucky day for me yesterday, but the predictions, all predictions were extremely okay, but I could not capitalize on these predictions because market was giving me false signals as if it is going to reverse. Then I get out, and it never reversed and continued moving to the upside. So those of you who are members of my private chat in TradingView, you know that because you saw it with your own eyes. Okay, Cypher advanced formation on a Euro Aussie, Euro AUD, 4-hour Cypher, and now let's switch this. It coincides with a shark pattern, some situations when they coincide, and let us see if it is an obvious one. You know what? It is not very much obvious. Let us switch and see if the shark is an obvious one. Shark is much okay. The shark is supported. I'll type it this way: shark. Okay, those of you who are cipher traders, you should keep in mind that this pattern is not very much obvious, and it is not very much seen with these other algorithms. But if you will look at a deeper completion, not at 786 but at 886, for example, or just not place a limit order here at 786 but wait for rather a reversal signal, maybe a trend buy in your direction, then it will be a much more conservative way. It will be much more a higher probability than usual. Okay, Cypher. Now let's go next. So many opportunities. Wonderful shark working recently. It was 2nd of July. We have 6th of July, 4 days ago. And next, Euro Canadian. This and this. Pound Canadian. This and this. New Zealand yen. This far from completion. I'll let it first come close to B point and break it. This and this. Canada yen. Here and here. Aussie Canadian. Oh, wonderful deep crab pattern working. A shark pattern also worked very good, as we didn't hit this invalidation of the shark pattern. And with harmonic approach, the butterfly didn't work, but the Cypher seems to be hitting targets. Aussie New Zealand. This and this, and that's it. Okay, now we have the list of peers. This is definitely the one that I will be looking for today, and I just will take the best of them. Aussie dollar, a shark pattern is one that I like most, and Euro Aussie 4-hour shark. Okay, for my intraday I will continue trading this Euro GBP 1 hour godly till completion, and then I will look at the reversal of the potential reversal zone, within the potential reversal zone. Okay guys, that's it for today. Hope you like this video. If so, give me a thumbs up, share this video on social media, let your friends know about this YouTube channel. Until then, good luck and good trading. Hope to see you soon.